Hello and welcome back to Cyril Dazel, the Fire of Heaven. So we were going to start doing some more steel, I think. Let's see, 21 charcoal and 10 iron bars. That means let's do the pig iron and then we can complete the steel after that is completed. And they are digging away at the newest place for our dwarves to live at. We have 24 new rooms that will be dug out, which will be good because then we have more than enough for the dwarves that came in the last wave, and we have some extra space for any new dwarves that might come during this season. So let's prepare the first few rooms with the coffers that we have available. I recently gained the ability to record longer than 15-minute videos, so this one will be an attempt to make a 30-minute video, and perhaps during the recording of year 253 we'll try to make a complete live recording depending on what you thought about which type of let's play you want to see. This one is a bit more live, as you can tell, but well, we can go either way actually. I don't really mind any particular way to make it since, well, playing Dwarf Forts is fun, so. And the eggs are still in the nest boxes, so perhaps they will be hatching this season. Let's designate some more trees to be chopped down. We don't have too few bolts. I think it's only the hunter that's a bit confused, or maybe he just didn't bring enough when he went hunting in his quiver. 11 charcoal. I think we need to set some more. I'm using the manager now, partly because that way the manager will get better skills. I could actually do it still in the workshop themselves, since it's not really all that hard. And I don't have too many workshops, but this way my manager will be faster, so that when I actually have to use him, he will be able to manage it in a swift fashion as well. Nothing new in the animal department. Ah, yeah, the jaguar doesn't really need to be pastured. I've turned off so that we can actually train exotic animals, since the Dungeon Master doesn't work in the current version of the War Fortress, so we will be able to train that giant jaguar into a war creature or military creature. And they're working away. Oh good, he started doing the location for the screw pump. So let's start building the materials we need for the actual pump. One pipe section and one corkscrew. And the manager is complete, or he completed his task. And let's start placing some beds. All we need now are some more doors, and then we can start giving the quarters to our latest wave of 21 dwarves. I think they're getting a bit cramped in the 5-bedroom dormitory near the entrance. And it seems like we might just have enough doors. Yeah. And the place is completely dug out. Let's just remove the stones since they are merely in the way now. And the elves are leaving. As you can see in the moat, the 7 and 6s are varying a bit, so they are really close to becoming totally filled. So let's start cutting out some of the rooms. We'll take just enough room so that we can fit our current migration wave first. We'll do the rest of them after those rooms are completed, and well, when my miners don't have any priority jobs of any other sort either. But let's remove some beds so that they will complete the pump. It improves happiness if the dwarves can drink out of a well that's too deep, so it's better to get that done soon. And the elves are packing up their stuff. Let's place a chain on this side, I think. We'll put our jaguar in it later on, so that we can start detecting if some snatchers or thieves come along. Since we have started exporting a bit more, it's not an impossibility this season. And let's just assign the room, or make the rooms, and we'll hope they will take the spots as they need them. And we have a grown guinea cock. That means that if we have a guinea hen, we could start a bit of guinea farming. And as you can see at the bottom, the giant jaguar is war trained. You can see that she's a work animal, so she can't be assigned as a pet to anyone. She can be assigned to a dwarf, and she will follow that dwarf around and protect them. But she won't be a pet, so she can actually be reassigned from her work order. Animal stockpile. Do we really want it combined with the cloth? I think we'll make a new one. Over here. And let's just remove all the settings for animals in that one. We can't capture live animals without animal traps. So let's make some of those. Animal trap P. 4 should be enough to test it out. I haven't actually used it all that much. Previously, when I've tried to use it, I've only gotten tame worms, and I don't really see the point of having tame worms. Hmm, 12 more dwarves. And a really good carpenter. No surgeon as of yet. A really good fish cleaner though, so he can go back to fishing, and he will do the cleaning. And a good dinner. And some really good smiths. That's bad, and that's bad, so let's remove those. And another mechanic. Should we? I guess we can. Another mason, so let's set up some masons and start that wall we were thinking about for a long while now. Since we have a lot of dwarves that will be without work if we don't make sure that there is more work than they can actually deal with. We'll set up the skill requirement of the workshop so that we don't get unskilled dwarves making furniture. Since we aren't going to keep them as masons for eternity, we're just going to keep them as masons while we are constructing the buildings, and they won't get better skills from doing walls. They will only get better skills from being inside the workshop and making furniture, but we would have too many skilled masons that way, and we don't really need that. We have one really good wood burner, so let's take away some of his hauling skills, or hauling designations, so that he can do the coal on a more permanent basis until we've set up the lava forges and stuff. Some more pots, since we are using a whole lot of them in our food industry. And we have 6 rooms completely dug out at least. Or 7. There, 5 rooms furnished. Now we just need to make sure that they are assigned later on. Let's start the wall. Better to start now than later on when the enemies have arrived, because if the enemies are too close, my dwarves will refuse to build anything or pick up anything or do stuff. And we have a tree in the way. So let's hope he does that. shortly. And the miners are continuing to dig out. I'm not really sure how they decide which order they should do it in. Sometimes it seems kind of random. So 5 more rooms completed. Let's hope some dwarves will claim some quarters. We need to build more furniture for our new dwarven immigrants. So 12 of each. And we need to set some brewing on a more permanent basis as well. Nothing terribly exciting in the animal department yet. And as you can see on the walls, how you designate things in constructions is kind of like stacking plates on top of each other. The last one you designated is the first one to be done by the dwarves. It's kind of unintuitive, but it works really good, especially in emergencies, because the last one you made is the one that gets made first. And we need a block for our pump, I think. So one side of the wall is complete. Or one of the sides of the main entrance. And we have our first mood. A Fey mood, so if he completes his mood, he will get legendary status in his work. He's a brewer, a metal crafter, so he will probably take the forge, I believe. And we have nothing in there, so he can take that. And he's already started. He didn't really have any complex requirements for his. He just used silver bars for his artifact. Let's hope it's something good, or at least not something worthless. They can really make just about anything when they are in moods. Still not ready to be constructed. And we have 17 idlers, so let's start building some more walls so that we have more things. And as you can see, when we assign to build walls, they will empty out the closest stockpiles of stone, and then all the other dwarves that are also not doing that much interesting will also get more jobs, since they need to move more stone to the stockpile. It makes for faster building of walls and also a way to handle unemployment in the initial phases of your forge. And we got a silver earring worth 24,000. Tenurernam. Yep. And he's a legendary metal character now. I don't really know what we're going to use him for. Maybe if we get a lot of metals later on, we'll do the crafts from metals instead of from stone. Okay, so the animal traps looks like small stones. That's weird, but okay. So let's start preparing for the second floor of our walls. Maybe a stair over here. And then on this side here should be okay. And as you can see, two dwarves are running away to start building those stairs. I need to make the downstairs as well, I guess.